Further, you can supplement Bhagavad Gita also and the scriptures. In that, if you are a yogi, you can make your husband or wife a yogi. You can make your children yogis. Therefore, it is a must for a yogi to get married and beget children. After he has become a yogi, that is the injunction of the Bhagavad Gita. This is the next step you have to do. And finally, there is one step. That is, you choose some great work you have to do for the mankind. You can become a big guru by not calling yourself a guru and by not accepting anything for yourself. If you have something with you, you will use for humanity. If someone brings $1,000 to you, you will use the same thing for humanity. Until you come to that stage, you cannot choose a big work for yourself. For example, you can make a big ashram where you can create yogis, or you can go into the radio and television and organize schools where people are systematically trained. You can go into the government and make necessary changes in your administration. You can go into the educational department and make your own reforms in education. Any branch you take up, you will make great work. That is one alternative. And there is another alternative. Two alternatives branch off and you are expected to choose either. The second alternative is to allow the Lord to choose for what you are born. He will decide every moment what you have to do, where you have to do, in what direction you have to proceed. That is, giving yourself up totally to the Lord consciousness. You can select, you can choose either of the alternatives. The first is you make your own grand program for the universe. The second is you allow the Lord to do something through you. In the first case, if you choose the first alternative, you will be held responsible for your actions and you will have the burden of any faults you commit. And sometimes you may be once again out of the consciousness of a yogi by your own faults, so that you may follow the same path of yoga practice after some time. But if you choose the second alternative, the whole responsibility lies with the Lord. There is no mistake that you can commit. There is no mischief that you can do. There is no wrong choice you will do. Every moment of your life is only the light of Lord. And if you choose the second alternative, a great presentation is done to you. That is what Patanjali calls the overclouding. Clouding. That is covering. You will be covered. You will be covered. You will be clouded. Something clouds you and conceals you. What is that? It is called the law, the universal law. That is, you will stop doing anything and the law acts through you. The law speaks through you. The law teaches and preaches through you. This is what Jesus calls the garb, the garb, the coat given by God to man, the cover, yes, the garb, and what he calls the cover under which you have to meditate the Lord. We see some people having a cloth on the head to meditate the Lord. It's not the cloth, but it is the presence of the Lord as a cloud upon us. That is what he means when he says, "My Father in heaven speaks through me." This is the last and final step of yoga living. This is the aim, this is the goal, and this is the purpose of yoga, according to Patanjali. In short, this is the syllabus of Patanjali's yoga practice.